Hello, everybody. This is James with The Game Will Play Itself, and I'm joined with Will.
Hello, good evening.
And this is Tgwpis N, where we basically discuss some random-ass topic in 10 minutes or less. Will, it's your
Yes.
topic. Take it away.
Yep. Well, I'm going to say my hot take this is, in 5 years' time, E3 will no longer exist.
Oh. So, like E3 as we know it now, or E3 like total?
E3 total. I think in 5 years' time, it will be beyond relevant anymore.
Okay. What replaces it?
What replaces it is developers are doing their own thing now.
Right.
So you've got EA Play, you've got your Sony bit, you've got your Inside Xbox, you've got Ubisoft will come up with one. You've got ones like a Nintendo Direct anyway, which doesn't need to be at E3.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got all of these. I'm sure Square can think of something. I'm sure, as I say, Ubisoft will probably think of their little bit somewhere else. It's becoming that way as it is because, Sony for the second year in a row of saying no to appearing there, and they've got a console out this year.
Mm-hmm.
You've also got the fact that journalists, now this has happened twice to them, but attending journalists have had their information leaked, made public, so people can dox the shit out of them. Do you really want to go to a place where that could happen again? And we already seen the changes happening to E3 with there's less sort of behind closed doors stuff. It's turned into more of a public thing, and hell, they even said E3 2020 is more like a public festival.
It's like a con.
Yeah.
So here's my let me take your take and extrapolate, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sugar.
All right. E3 will no longer exist. Instead, we'll have a games week.
Right.
Where it's pretty much it is a convention where it's basically a con. It's San Diego Comic-Con but for video games. And they will basically it'll be, oh nice, this is all the cool new stuff, but they'll have their own independent news conferences, yada yada yada. And that's what it will become. It will stop being E3, the expo, and it'll be just E3 video game convention week. That's my
because they could change if it's going to stay in any sort of form or capacity. It will turn into like a PAX or an EGX, where it's just the games there. There's no need for presses. It's just here's the public bit. Get to play games that are coming out in the next year and a half.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's giving more to the, but there's no there's it'll be no professional stake in it anymore.
No,
it'll be just is what it is. And do we think that's a bad thing?
No, I really don't. It's the nature of the beast. It means that developers and publishers can basically give us the news when they want, when they're ready to. And in a way, I guess it'll cut down on delayed dates coming out. Because there's no pressure to be at E3. There's no pressure to show people what you've got that you're not ready for yet.
Right. So essentially, this is the best thing for the industry, is to have E3 just go away.
Yeah.
E3 as we know it.
In my opinion, E3, as it is now, is falling by the wayside.
It's a nothing. It's a nothing to you. It's a nice little blip on the radar, but that's about it.
Yeah, because when was the last time you were excited about E3?
I mean, I was excited after E3 because I got to see the Keanu Reeves Cyberpunk moment. That was pretty legit.
But as an event overall,
it's kind of a moment for me.
3 years ago for me was the last time I was excited. The last two, Could take or leave.
It's just fun for us to make silly wagers on on what Bethesda's going to do to make themselves fall flat on their face. Basically, who's going to try and pull the over the top awesomeness, and who's going to really fall flat with their presentation? Ubisoft.
Do we really need to see Ubisoft with a dance troupe for another 5 years?
No, we don't even need to see Ubisoft there to begin with.
Yeah.
So, sum up. E3, dead and buried in 5 years.
Yes. In a nutshell.
In a nutshell. Well, there you go. All right. Well, that has been this thing of Tgwpis N 10. I've been James. He's been Will. And we won't see you at this year's E3. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.